You know, the more I play around with Mag, the more I fall in love with her. Now, I already had 4 builds for her, but I've added a 5th build. Let me give a little backstory. Sometimes I don't mention what I've noticed or think on stream, and this was no exception. But her third ability releases shards, and I kept noticing how they move to the enemy. I covered this in my previous mag build video as well, how Polarize gives you shards. So after stream ended, I wanted to know if I can weaponize them. And yes I can, and it's glorious. She turned from a weapon buffing-ish and shield gating frame to a perma-invis caster frame. Here's how I've done it. As always, if you like weird builds, consider dropping a sub and comment your favorite Warframe. A like is also free of charge and it helps to push this video out to more people. Now let's get on with the build, which what I call Iron Maelstrom. So the general idea might seem simple. Take a projectile style object and turn it into a weapon, right? See, the more enemies you hit with Polarize, the more shards you're going to produce. Each shard does less than 200 damage, but it can inflict puncture and slash. And as we all know, puncture makes the enemies deal less damage to you, and slash ticks away at their health. So all we have to do is make sure the shards don't go anywhere, so we magnetize first. After that we polarize to get the shards that keep orbiting the enemy and stay inside the bubble. And for that extra zing we've subsumed Crush, her 4th ability, for Breach Surge. This ability works way too well for this, so let's go to mod survival and see how this all plays out. It's important to note that with a Huras Kubro or a Shade Sentinel you can achieve perma-invis as we're just using our abilities. As for the mods, we're using Prime Redirection and Adaptation for our survivability, Prime Continuity and Constitution for ability duration, Overextended and Transient Fortitude for range and ability strength, Prime Flow and Precision Intensify for more energy and a lot more Breach Surge damage, Corrosive Projection and Prime Sure-Footed for less enemy armor and knockdown prevention, and Arcane Aegis with Arcane Energize for shield regeneration and better energy economy. So the Iron Maelstrom build looks like this when everything's put together. Don't mind the other builds, they're mentioned in the previous mag video, link will be down below. However, weaponizing the magnetic shards is something I haven't seen yet, and I'm glad this build came out well. Now instead of sitting in a room casting bubble and shooting at it, endurance runners have something else they can play around with, and tell me if it's viable for level cap. Mainly because I don't do, or enjoy going to, level cap. But that's the Iron Maelstrom build. It's hilariously strong as it also pulls in enemy fire, which I think makes it infinitely scalable. Now tell me, what else can we do with mag? You can find me live here or on Twitch. Remember to stay healthy, stay hydrated and stay frosty.